Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah. Today I'm going to be making chocolate almond butter paleo snack bars. For those of you who don't know what paleo is, just to simply sum it up, it is eating whole unprocessed foods without any preservatives, and it takes out all the known digestive irritants. We eat a lot of paleo dishes, but we don't eat completely paleo. I have a lot of food sensitivities, so that's why I actually make a lot of paleo dishes, because it works really well for me. If you want more information on what paleo is, there's a great website and an app called PaleoLeap.com. I'll link that down below and you can explore that a little bit if you're interested in it. All the ingredients you're going to need today are, this is what I use. I use Trader Joe's dark chocolate. It's the dark chocolate lovers bar. It's got 85% cocoa. I think it tastes the best out of any dark chocolate I've ever tried, but you can use any dark chocolate. Each bar is 3.5 ounces in one package, so roughly 2 3.5 ounce packages of dark chocolate. Doesn't have to be exact though. You're gonna need a mixing bowl, second mixing bowl. You're gonna need a 1/2 cup measuring cup. I've got a 1/4 cup measured out already. This is my almond meal. We make our own almond meal in a grinder. It's pretty simple. Or you can buy store-bought. And you're gonna need honey. You're gonna need some clarified butter. That's what this is here. I have another video where I show you how to make clarified butter, so check that down below in my channel. And then you're gonna need a small or medium saucepan, and then salt. Doesn't have to be anything special. You can use whatever kind of salt you want. You're gonna need almond butter. You need at least a 1/2 cup, at least 1 cup. I use more though, just because I like a lot of almond butter in my bars. You can use the whole jar, a 16 ounce if you get almond butter in a larger container, or if you get a smaller container like an 8 ounce, that works too. And then you're just gonna need like a square baking dish, and this is gonna be what holds the bars. And you're gonna need just some measuring spoons as well, just to measure out your salt, and that's it. The first thing you want to do is fill up your saucepan almost to the top with water. Put another metal bowl on top. This creates a double boiler. Your chocolate is gonna go in this bowl. You're gonna melt half your chocolate at a time on about a medium-high heat, and then once it's completely melted, we'll put it in that square baking dish. First, we're gonna grease it with our clarified butter. I forgot to mention too, I use a spatula to grease my pan with, and then also to scrape out the chocolate with once it's melted. I'll show you how I use that. Okay, so we've greased our pan with our clarified butter. In the meantime, while that's melting, you can start to make your almond butter mix. So put in 1/4 cup of almond meal, 1/2 cup of honey, and you're gonna need a spoon to scrape all that out with. 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of clarified butter, and the last part of our almond butter mix is the almond butter. I'm just gonna scrape that whole thing out with a spoon. Okay, so all 5 ingredients are in for our almond butter mixture, and then we're just gonna stir it up really good with a fork. Okay, so everything's stirred up in our bowl here. All right, our chocolate looks like it's completely melted. I stirred once in between, and I did just turn my heat down to like a medium-low because it was boiling over, the water was boiling over out of my stove. It's good if it's, as long as it's melted, then you're good to go. So we're just gonna pour this chocolate out into our square baking pan right here. You can use like a spatula to do it. Rubber spatula is easiest. Okay, so we've got all our chocolate in our pan. You just wanna shake it a little and make sure it's spread out to all 4 corners, and we're gonna put it in the freezer for about 10, maybe 15 minutes. We just want it to harden pretty fast. In the meantime, I put the second half of my chocolate in the double boiler, my little makeshift double boiler, so that can melt pretty quickly too. Just wanted to mention too, make sure that you put your chocolate in the baking pan on a flat surface, because you don't want it to tip to one side and fill up half of the pan. So just make sure it's on a really flat surface so that it hardens flat. Okay, so we have our hardened chocolate in the baking pan. We're just gonna put all of the almond butter mix in on top of this hardened chocolate. Okay, now the almond butter is in our baking pan. Just make sure you spread it out nice and flat with a spatula. And then we're gonna put this whole pan with the almond butter in the freezer for maybe another 2 minutes. We just want it to harden so we can pour our second layer of melted chocolate on top and have it just be smooth and flat. What happens if you don't cool this off, or a couple minutes at least, is that a lot of the chocolate will just kind of pool in one little part of the almond butter. So freezer for 2 minutes. Okay, so I took my almond butter on top of that one layer of chocolate out of the freezer that's been in there for about 2 minutes. I'm gonna put my second layer of melted chocolate on top of that with a spatula. Okay, so now that it's poured on, you just wanna tip it to whatever side you need to make sure that it's spread across all of your almond butter evenly. Okay, so now we're just gonna put this whole thing in the freezer for maybe another 10 minutes. Okay guys, so I've had this in the freezer for about 10 minutes just to harden it, and now we're just gonna cut it with a wooden spatula and test it out. I just wanted to warn you guys, every time I try to cut these up into pieces, they never turn out pretty. They always break apart into a million pieces on the chocolate layer, but they taste great all the same. And one more thing. Store your bars in the refrigerator in an enclosed container. That way they don't get stale fast, and you need to keep them cold because they will melt. But they'll keep maybe a week or two in the refrigerator, and they make really good snacks and they fill you up a lot. Okay guys, so we have Gabriel here, our little taste tester. Say hi. Say hi. No? Hi. All right, he's gonna try the almond butter middle. I don't give him chocolate. He's hyper enough as it is. This is the spoon we use. It's a skip, hop, jump spoon. Show him your spoon. Isn't that cute? With a little giraffe on it. All right, hold your spoon. We're gonna get, this is our piece here. It's melted a little bit. It's a little ugly, but point is for it to taste great. He's learning how to eat, by the way, so I am gonna help you, baby. Here we go. How's that? Do you like it? What do you think? Do you want more?
Yeah.
Do another little piece here.
Okay.
No. Do you want more? Yay! Good job. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Please like the video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. And let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Alright, bye guys. Say bye-bye. Say bye. Good job. Oh goodness.